Addressing the PNG NRI Bougainville Referendum Conference, ABG President Chief John Momis reminded those present that the Bougainville Peace Agreement, which forms the basis of the ABG, was a joint effort by both the national government and the people of Bougainville. With the referendum drawing closer, President Momis called for more action from both sides to ensure that the referendum exercise was successful. This, he said, would only be fair given Bougainville's important role in financing the early days of PNG post-independence.
As long as we understand that the spirit of the peace agreement must be adhered to and that the two governments must accept their responsibility jointly to implement the peace agreement, I don't think we can really go wrong. Because a good agreement, a win-win deal, is a negotiated outcome that would be acceptable, mutually acceptable to both parties and bring lasting peace.
The President's sentiments also echoed by several members of the ABG, with ABG Parliamentary Chairman on Referendum, Joseph Watawi, and Deputy Speaker Francesca Semoso also calling for all sides to work together.
If this government is going to continue to behave the way it's behaving, we have to be proactive about it now. For example, it's like we're going to ask for some funding. Where can we get funding from to actually adequately fund BRC? And the next thing that we're going to do is go back to our funders and say, hey, are you able to help us? BRC needs funding.
But the information that go out to the people must also be consistent and uniform. And this is critical, this is very important. And this is why we are doing our level best through the Parliamentary Committee and Department, the Ministry, and the other important stakeholders, that we must have a properly coordinated approach to inform the people on what is required.
Also present at the conference were members of the PNG Parliamentary Opposition who, whilst acknowledging the progress being made in recent years, remain disappointed at the level of consideration being given to assisting the ABG in delivering this important exercise for the people of Bougainville.
It also highlights that the government hasn't paid any attention in the last 20 years to this very important matter. They should have been allocating funds to educate and train people and get them ready for this, I'm heartened to hear that the people on Bougainville are ready. They're very much aware of what they want. What are we doing about it in Papua New Guinea? What is our government doing about it? And the political will has to be demonstrated by the Prime Minister. He's got to demonstrate that political will and ensure that the resources that the people need, or the organizations and the stakeholders need, are there.